Okay, let's just do a few simple things to demonstrate about sweeps. We're going to take a straight line here. And just with the straight line, I'm going to create a sweep. I'm going to create a solid sweep, but it doesn't matter. The same sort of thing would work for a surface sweep. Since I haven't sketched a profile, I'm just going to click on the circular profile and notice that it's created a circular profile automatically for me. This really isn't any different from, say, an extrude. Let's go back and edit this sketch. Now, if we had added to it, say we put on a tangent arc, another tangent arc, and then we'll just get that tangent line to come out there. Okay, now we can switch back and make the sweep again with a circular profile and this selected path, and we get a sweep that's maybe a part of a tube or a wire or a pipe or something, and we didn't have to create the circle. Now, if we just get out of this and go back to the sweep, the circle is not actually a sketch, it's just hidden in the software somewhere. Now we'll create a helix. And even from a helix, we can do a sweep, use a circular profile, and this is the path. And Solidworks puts the circular profile, this is interesting, on a plane that's perpendicular to the end of the curve. So if you have any sort of a 3D curve, this is the way to do it. Otherwise, you get kind of a smeared cross-section that's not set up properly. Okay. Say we wanted to extend this, or this helix had a tail or something on it. One way to do that, I'm just going to roll back the sweep, is to open up a 3D sketch and use convert entities. If we can find it on here, use convert entities on the helical feature, and it shows up in here as an edge. We'll just say, okay, now from here we can continue from that endpoint, and we're just sketching in 3D. I just want to add a relationship here so we can make those curvature continuous, and then do whatever you want to do with the 3D spline. Okay, so now if we get out of this, let's see, get out of this and roll back the sweep. It's sweeping along the helix. We want it to sweep along the 3D curve. We can edit the definition of the sweep. In place of the helix, we just select the 3D sketch, and now we've got that extended a little bit. And that's one of the ways you can add to what is otherwise kind of a static curve feature by converting it into a 3D sketch. Let's make another new file. And a lot of times what people want to do is they create the cross section first. Okay? And then they go ahead and create a path or whatever. So let's do this. Let's create a path. And then on the top plane again, we'll create another one. Just go the whole distance. Okay, and then when you go to create the sweep, sometimes it's difficult to get exactly what you want. Let's say in here we're going to make this the profile, and then the path will be this straight line, and then the guide curve will be the spline. Okay, this isn't doing exactly what we wanted it to do. We really wanted it to follow the path. But it did what it's done because we haven't set up the sketch relations properly. So what you have to do in a case like this is you have to go back through, if you've done this all wrong, you have to go back through and manually get rid of these relationships because they're in the wrong order. You created the cross section first and then the path and guide curve. What we need to do is turn it around so that we create the path and guide curve first and then create the cross section. Okay, so the cross section is here. It needs to be at the end. I had to delete those relationships. Otherwise, this reorder function would not work. Next, I go into the sketch and take this point, create a pierce relationship. That's going to drive this point of the cross-section sketch along the spline regardless of where it is along the spline. And we'll do the same thing with a line over here. Make a pierce relationship. Okay, now I'll exit all of that and recreate the sweep. The path, or the profile, the path, and the guide curve. And now you see it's behaved the way we expected it to because we've set up the sweep with the proper sketch relationships in the proper order.